It's the time of year when love is in the air, and in my house, that means Chicago-style deep dish pizza. Everybody's got an opinion. New Yorkers, they have feelings about this, but have you seen a New York slice? Now, I'm on the west side of the Rockies, but on the West Coast, we have our own separate universe when it comes to pizza, and I'm pretty sure it was someone in the Midwest who brings Jell-O to every function who came up with the canned pineapple and ham on a pizza. Oh, and don't forget, Pizza Hut decided that Detroit had to get in on the action of a specially named pizza. There are a million other YouTube videos, people who are talking about deep dish pizza, eating deep dish pizza, cooking deep dish pizza. So why am I making a video about making deep dish pizza? I never had tried deep dish pizza until I met my Valentine's family. And when you love someone, you do things that you never thought you'd end up doing, like baking Chicago-style deep dish pizza for Valentine's Day. If you've watched Jon Stewart's diatribe on deep dish, you will know that the sauce is a major component of deep dish, unlike other pizza styles that just use a thin smear of sauce. To make the best sauce, cook down your own vine-ripe tomatoes when they are in season and pop it in your freezer for later. You can check out my short video on how to do that, but if that's not an option, just blender up a can of fire-roasted tomatoes and cook it down to a thick sauce consistency. You can add some tomato paste too if you choose. While the sauce cooks, I add in powdered garlic and dried onions, and dried Italian seasoning, oregano, basil, rosemary, that sort of thing. Why so much dried stuff? Well, because I want a thick sauce that can be sliced, not a thin, runny tomato soup. I also add about a tablespoon of something sweet. Could be sugar, honey, pepper jelly. I once used a spoonful of strawberry frosting. You want a sweetener that is something that will complement and not overpower the tomatoes. While that's cooking down, you can also start focusing on the fillings. My fillings rule is 3, 2, 1. 3 cheeses, 2 vegetables, 1 meat. The usual cheeses you will find in pizza are mozzarella, provolone or Havarti, Parmigiano Reggiano, and Pecorino Romano. I get my provolone deli sliced to go on the very bottom, and then I'll have shredded or pearl mozzarella and a combination of Parmigiano Reggiano or Pecorino Romano. I know that technically means that I'm using 4, but a lot of times people can only find Parmesan or Pecorino Romano. Whatever you choose, that's fine, but you want to have more than just 1 cheese. For the 2 veggies, I cheated a little bit and I put mushrooms in my sauce, and I didn't count garlic as an extra vegetable. You can go overboard with the veggies though, so don't try to put in too many flavors, just choose the ones that you want. You do not want large, hard chunks of raw vegetable. You're going to want to have them diced nicely so that they're easy to slice through and cooked before you layer them in to your deep dish. And you can also go overboard on meat. So I choose to just have 1 type of meat, either ground beef or ground sausage, diced chicken, or cured sausage. And again, you want to have it something that is easy to slice through for more of a casserole, lasagna style, rather than a regular pizza slice. Remember, everything has to be pre-cooked and cut up. I guess now's the time that we should think about our dough. If you have a favorite pizza dough recipe, use that. I use 1 recipe for every kind of bread I make. Challah, dinner rolls, sticky buns, same dough for everything. If you are a sourdough master, go with what you know. You can always just buy your dough from the bakery area of your grocery store or from the freezer section. I oil my pan with a fat that has a high temperature smoke point. I like using red palm oil because I find that it has a nice savory flavor. Then we need to shape the dough to the pan. Make an indent in the center of your dough ball and slowly work the dough out into a disc. It has to be bigger than the pan. When you put it in the pan, it will naturally fall down the greased sides and your fillings will have to push it back up. So,
Start with a layer of cheese to protect the bottom from getting soggy. I liked my sliced provolone or Havarti all over the bottom. Then layered your cooked meat, veggies, and grated cheese, pushing up on the sides of the dough until your filling layers are about 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters from the top of your cast iron dish. Then I spoon in the sauce. If it's too runny for a silicone spatula to spoon it in, you need to cook it down further. It needs to be almost a tomato paste. Then I bake at 425 degrees for about 18 to 25 minutes until that dough is cooked. That's why it's important to have all the ingredients inside cooked well, because we're really just making a baked casserole and we're just cooking the dough crust around the outside of the casserole. To finish, put some fresh herbs and grated cheese on top and you are ready to serve. Chicago-style deep dish is one of those dishes where if each component tastes good on its own, you will be able to assemble it well and make something that is very enjoyable for anybody who likes Chicago-style deep dish pizza. In this season of love, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'm looking forward to doing this again soon. Bye-bye.